Every year, Consumer Reports asks readers what they like and don't like about their cell phone service. This year's survey of more than 50,000 readers is in the January issue. Here with the best and the worst is early show contributor Natali Conte, senior editor at CNET. Good morning.
Good morning.
And would this be a headline or not a headline that of the people surveyed, many are unhappy with their service?
I think that's pretty common knowledge. Most of us are really frustrated because we have confusing contracts and they're inflated. We don't understand why we're paying so much. When we call customer service, they're like, well, that's this charge or that charge. And you're like, okay. It's really hard to figure out what you're paying for. And then when the network drops calls so much, you're like, oh, I'm paying so much, but I'm not getting anything in return.
Doesn't it seem strange that there's still so many dropped calls?
It does still seem strange. The problem is they kind of have us. The carriers have no way to, they have no incentive to change this because surveys show that more people will go home if they forgot their cell phone rather than if they forgot their wallet. We need these cell phones. We're married to them.
Wow, apparently
we
so.
We can't be without them.
That's very interesting. Let's talk about the carriers that were rated worst in this survey from Consumer Reports.
Okay, the lowest scores were Sprint with 67% and also at&t. Sprint consistently ranks low in these studies because they're known for bad customer service. The network's not bad. They don't drop quite as many calls, but again, the customer service is bad.
Right.
But now that at&t is in the running for the worst, it's either Sprint's customer service is getting worse or at&t's service is that bad.
at&t the service you have to get if you get the iPhone?
Unfortunately, yes. In my experience, at&t is just that bad.
Now, which services were rated the highest?
Verizon and T-mobile are higher scores. Verizon has more phones now that people want. They have the strongest coverage. They don't drop calls. And T-mobile is also higher ranking because their plans are more affordable and also they have less drop calls.
And what are the carriers, what do they say in response to this?
We know they're peppering us with all these ads like we have the most reliable data, fastest speed, fastest network. Whether or not that's actually true, consumers know.
Right, in the end.
In the end, yeah.
Okay.
I know, it's so frustrating.
It is indeed. Natali Conte, thank you very much.